I've been very concerned about police stops and what takes place at those police stops. You know, we should all understand that officers have a right to go home. They have a right to do their jobs effectively and to go home safely to their families. Stops, traffic stops, are a very dangerous time for police officers. Let me give you a couple of examples. Today, three officers in Georgia were shot. A few weeks ago, in New Mexico, a state trooper did a traffic stop, and the guy, criminal history of course, got out AR-15 and shot the officer dead several times. Traffic stops are a dangerous time. So it's not a time for you to monkey around, to clown around when you get stopped, like the lieutenant did a few days ago. Army lieutenant in his uniform, a lieutenant who's supposed to understand authority and discipline, and he clowned. Didn't want to get out of the car, had to talk about all kinds of humbug. When they finally got him out and took him down, he cried and sniveled like a little witch. If he is an example, and now he wants to sue incidentally, if he is an example of what our military is, God help this nation. He wants to sue somebody. Today in Minnesota, there was another one. This guy they got him out of the car, and then he decided to get back into his car so he could drive away. But the officers didn't know what he was going to do, whether he was going to run or what. They're saying to him, stop, don't get... And he gets back into the car. They, I'll bet, thought that he was going to get a gun, to get a weapon, and they fired. Not the time. A traffic stop is not the time for you to clown around with the police officers. It's time for us to stop blaming the police and put the blame on people's behavior, like this cop, like this guy in Minnesota. It's easy to jump on the police, most of whom are hardworking family folks who've chosen to put themselves in great danger to protect and serve the rest of us. I thank them. Now, of course, there are some officers who have done some bad things, who've gone overboard, and I condemn that. But by and large, police officers are an honorable group of men and women who work very hard to protect us. Let's not blame police officers. And folks, please, let's not burn and loot. That has nothing to do with what happens to police. And you can defund the police all you want to, and the only thing you'll get is more crime, because the criminals are waiting out there for you. If police officers are wrong, let's challenge them. But challenge them in the courtyard, because you can't challenge them from the graveyard.